Let's take a look and get familiar with some of these pieces before we get to crawling underneath the truck. We're looking at a picture of the valve body. This is a picture of a valve body that's been removed from the truck. It's going to look a little different because we're looking at it from the top, and that top is going to be still bolted to the bottom of the transmission. You'll be looking at it from the bottom. This corner of the valve body shown in the picture here is the front passenger side of the valve body. The parts highlighted in orange there are the stock parts that we're going to be removing. The part on the right that is encircled in a blue box is going to remain in the valve body. We won't be taking that out. And the pin that is highlighted by the green box is going to be removed so we can get the three pieces in orange out, and then we'll be reinstalling that clip with our new piece when the new pieces go in. So essentially, the new piece is going to replace all three of those other parts that were highlighted in orange. And like I said, the thing in the blue box is going to remain in the valve body the whole time. We'll be spending the majority of our time just trying to remove that clip highlighted in green, and then we'll be putting in our new piece into that portion of the valve body.
This is what we're after here. I put this wiring harness basically right in the way, but we're going to work around it because I don't really feel like unbolting that solenoid. So this little guy with the wires crossing in front of it, this is the one that we need to pull out, and this is where we're going to be installing our Teckpak replacement valve. And of course the trick of this is that the clip is accessible through this tiny little slot here. You can get to the clip, but the clip is installed upside down, so you're not going to be able to pull it out because it has a U shape going downwards this way. What we're going to have to do is stick some pliers up in there. We're going to squeeze the clip together, which seems counterintuitive, but the reason being we have to actually change the shape of the clip a little bit and bend the ears at the very end so that they flatten out. And once we do that, we'll then be able to get our needle nose pliers in between the arms of the clip, and then we'll spread it and simultaneously push it upwards with that little bit of a tweak to the ends of the clip, and by spreading it and pushing it we should be able to free the retainer. And there are a couple spots in this line here from that part where you can access that spring. I'm probably going to use a small screwdriver to push on the spring slightly and give some pressure, something to motivate that retainer to pop out once that clip is out of the way. It's going to be a bit of a trick, but it's the only way to do it without taking the entire valve body out. I had this bungee cord wrapped around a screwdriver, stubby screwdriver that ejected, around the handle of this screwdriver, and it was pushing up on these pieces, on the spring, and on that stuff in there. which is what eventually allowed me to spread those pins and have enough pressure to pull this pin out. So, as you probably remember, this clip was installed downwards like this. We're actually going to flip it and install it from the bottom up, and it's got a pretty good shape to it, so never in a million years is this gonna come out of there just because it's upside down. It's going to be a pretty good push just to get it on there from below, but make sure you can see that groove that the clip goes into. Get it positioned, push. Okay, and you'll get a snap when it's on there. Let's hold the brake and shift into each gear for 10 seconds. I believe that's what the procedure says.